YouTube, thanks very much for joining me. I'm Dean the Vaping Biker, and tonight is going to be a properly quick vlog. I'm going to really make sure I do a quick one tonight. Really, it's just to let you know a couple of new things that have been going on, but mainly why I've not posted for the last kind of week or so. Essentially, not the Thursday just gone, but the Thursday before, I was starting to feel a bit rough and all that sort of stuff. I did the Ideal Home show on the Thursday night, and then on the Friday I felt rough as arseholes. It was horrible, and basically I got the normal kind of man flu sort of thing going on, and unfortunately, because of my other illnesses, the medication I take means I don't really have an immune system, which means that obviously I've not really got the antibodies and what have you to fight things like flu, so you have to be a bit careful with pneumonia and all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, so I've just been pretty poorly, so I've had to take a few days off work, and then kind of when I got back to work, I was getting home at night and I was so drained that I just wasn't able to put any videos up. So I do apologise for that. If you're one of my regular viewers, I'm very, very sorry that I've not given you anything exciting to watch this week. I'm sure there's been plenty of other stuff on YouTube to be watching, and I did manage to do the Ideal Home show on Thursday night as well. So that's all gravy. I think the beer probably helped on that one. Excuse me, I'm just going to have some Coca-Cola. I'm still a little bit kind of snuffly and what have you, but you know, over the worst of it. So things are going to be back to normal this weekend. I intend on doing some pretty serious recording. I've done an unboxing of the Cloudmaker Whiteout. Cloudmaker Whiteout, which is this big bad boy box. When I did the unboxing, it just had the silver panels on it, so I've replaced the panels with the green panel kit now, which is, you know, it looks kind of funky, and you know, I've put stainless steel how's your father profiles in it and that sort of business. So you know, I've just had it up ready to get working. So I've been having a little play with this. This is going to be something obviously that I'm going to review, but not the board. I've got the DNA 200 board in here. We've covered that already to some degree with the Rouleau DNA 200. So the board's going to be exactly the same. This one is more than anything, it's going to be about the casing. If you don't know anything about the Cloudmaker Whiteout, then this was designed as a modular mod, which means that everything is kind of interchangeable. And so as time moves on, as you get different boards come out and all that sort of stuff, then basically you replace the faceplate, you stick a new board in, and everyone's a winner. Allegedly. So that we'll see how that goes. It came with the options of the SX350J chip or the DNA 200. So I went for the DNA 200 because I ordered back in July, and I thought that this may have been my first DNA 200 device. Obviously, you know, we're now at the end of January the following year, and that's not the case. But this turned up today. I did an unboxing just because there's been a lot of talk about how these have been arriving in people's hands. So I wanted to let you guys know how mine turned up. And I've not really made any kind of decisions with it at the minute. The biggest pain in my hoop on this bad boy is there's nothing to get a fingernail under to get the magnetic plate off with. So it's a proper pain in the hoop. It really is a bastard. But other than that, I've covered most other things in the unboxing video, so you'll be able to see that there. On top of this, you'll see is the Magma Reborn, which is, that's not the proper what's it called, drip tip. I've put my Dot Mod Petri drip tip in there with excessive lip gunk on it. So let me just try and get rid of some of that so it looks a little bit less gross when I show the camera. Now, if you had the original Magma, I think mine was a clone, the one that I had back in 2014, I think, and you know, it was a reasonable flavour chaser, but the AFC was a pain in the arse, and there was a couple of issues with it, and it didn't really cope overly well if you like a lot of air, because there wasn't that much air to give you, and building, you had sort of pretty small post holes and all that sort of stuff. Now with the Reborn, that is a different kettle of fish. Now this is a 24mm RDA, but I don't know, let me just get this out here. around the AFC is actually a 25. So 25 mil around the outside is a fair old lump, so just as well I've got it on a big box. But yeah, you know, I've put just a very rough kind of I've put just a very rough build in there at the moment in stainless steel, and it's an interesting looking beastie. I do like the look of it. The airflow is a bit weird though, I can't lie to you. It is a little bit strange. It's a bit loud and funky. And why have I zoomed all over the place? What's going on there? What's going on there? Whoop, there we go. Bosh, that'll do. That's close enough, isn't it? Is it close enough? Get rid of the door. There we go. There we go. Done. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big bugger, but I've got the airflow wide open on both sides. And let's just sort of see what kind of noise we make, shall we? Which is strange. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit odd. Like the old one, you could, well, I can't remember if you could pull the top cap off. I think you could, but the top cap comes off, the barrel unscrews, leaving your coils and the removable AFC, which is a nice little place to collect lots of juice by the looks of it. So that's that in there. So yeah, so I'm gonna. The post hole's considerably bigger than before, the airflow considerably bigger than before, and so we've got a couple of very definite improvements there. The look of it, I think it does look pretty sexy still. I do like the look of it. I think it looks pretty sweet. The problem, I think, with the airflow and why it's as noisy as it is that it starts with it comes in the side and then I think it drops slightly and then just goes straight up. There's no sort of swooshiness or kind of... It's just hard angles, and it fights against it quite a lot. So you end up making a funny noise. But it sounds sometimes like you get kind of more noise out of one hole than the other, and it's weird. Yeah, very strange. I don't really understand it. But having said that, the flavour is not bad at all, and I think that is very well contributed because of the domed top cap under there, which I think helps considerably. Now, if you do get one of these Magmas, I would strongly suggest not putting it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I believe this is a Teflon coating on the outside, which I think is supposed to be pretty roughy-tufty. But I do have a tiny little kind of mark that's come out of mine just by putting it in the ultrasonic for 3 minutes. So if you get one, don't stick it in your ultrasonic. When you clean it up, just do it under hot water and whatever else. I ended up using a little cotton bud and got in there as well as giving it a good old wash. But that is that. So that's you know, nice stuff to play with. Yeah, and the flavour is not too shabby. Now, I do have the... Where have I got it? Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Oh, I don't know where I put it. It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I don't know. I've got the Tendu stuff to do, which is the both the Nobunagas and the Shingen. The Shingen has taken some time to get used to because of the different airflow on it. I think I pointed this out before in my previous vlog. The airflow is a little bit different. It's not quite got the flavour that I would have expected, but that review is going to be coming out very shortly. The Nobunagas, by the way, are the tits. I really do like those. As well as that, I've got so much to catch up on. I've got the Innokin stuff, which is still the T22, the Disruptor, and the Cortex. Yes, I've done the Cool Fires, haven't I? Kanga, I've still got the top box and the K200, but the K200 is a pain in the ass. I'd like to be able to bang through that quickly, but I do want to test the actual outputs. I'd like to do that on camera, but I think you guys probably trust me enough now so if I do it off camera just to save time, that may be something that happens, because I don't believe for one moment that it's pushing out the wattage that it's saying it's pushing out. But I need proof on that one, so I need to inspect that. And obviously, having the last week and a bit kind of being poorly, I've not really been testing stuff as such, other than using just the vapes that I've been comfortable with. Now, speaking of which, we've got the avocado. Now, the avocado is a like a dripper tank, which was, well, I guess the haze kind of got the dripper tank. I haven't reviewed this yet either, because I bought this for myself. I do want to do a review on that because I think it's great. But the avocado is a much cheaper option. Now, when I first got this, the problem I had, well, I didn't have any problems with it for a while, and then once I'd used it for a fair few days, the resistance started jumping around all over the show, and it was really odd. I could not work it out, and I stripped the whole thing down, took the coils out, stripped it, cleaned it, couldn't see any bits of wire floating around, anything that could cause any shortage. Everything was tight, everything was gravy. Don't understand what was going on there. Put it all back together again, and it's working brilliantly. So that's just weird. On top of that, I have a lovely little box here which was made by Corrosive Creations and Toby Allen. This was made for us, all the guys on the Ideal Home Show got one, and Rick Modmaker, I think, organised everything, so he treated us, these are our Christmas presents. And this is all etched in, all this skulls and all this sort of malarkey. So this is one of the Modmaker boxes that's all been etched, which is all acid etched, which is very cool. And whilst it's an OKL, it still does have a screen on it, because it's got the mod meter in it, which is very cool, which tells us what we're playing with, tells us all the details. It's got the wattage, it's got the resistance, it's got ampage, and it's got the voltage of your battery. So excuse me, that is just super useful. It's really handy. And inside we've got a fair amount packed in there. Toby's done a cracking little job packing all of the OKL board and the mod meter, and obviously the potentiometer and all the other bits and bobs. And he's got a reverse battery protection going in here with a PFET. It's got it all going on. But yeah, so I will get to these at some point as well. Oh my god, there's so much. I forgot I put custard in there. Nice. So yeah, this avocado tank, it's only a little single coil that's in there at the minute, albeit a Clapton. But I am loving it when it's not jumping around, which is not since I cleaned it. It's done an absolutely sterling job, which has been super. Now then, whilst I've been poorly, I've also been using my the old clitoris tank, the Clito from Aspire. I still think that's a fantastic little tank. If you've been thinking about one and haven't bought one yet, I would definitely go for it. I think on my review, I gave a discount code. I think that's still running. That's worth checking out. But that's going really well, and obviously I've still got to review the Dicodes board that I put into a little enclosure, one of the Modmaker enclosures, and I've got the Aeolus the Aeolus Lite on there at the moment, which again I think I mentioned in the last vlog, but I haven't. As if being poorly just kind of really fucks your timing up that much, but it really does. So yeah, I've got a lot to review. So tomorrow I'm going to try and get out 3 reviews tomorrow, and then one every night bar Thursday, because that's show night next week. So hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of next week I should be pretty much caught up, unless something horribly pear-shaped goes wrong. My hair's still a bit dodgy. I had it cut a while ago and it's growing out already. But is there anything else to worry about? Stainless steel wire. Did I tell you about stainless steel wire on my last vlog? I can't remember. But I've been using stainless steel. I've been using stainless steel in the excuse me, Windy Pops, in the Shingen. Got a couple of little stainless coils in there that you can't really see. They're looking a little bit worse for wear now, but I've had a few builds in this Shingen now. No, actually, let me just pop a... That's Dark Star. Let me pop a little bit more juice on here. I'm using Dark Star from Stash. Stash is still available if you're in the EU. I think they ship to other EU countries. I can't remember, but if you're in the EU or the UK, well, I mean, same thing. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Then Stash is available still at Vapor Z. So if you go onto Vapor Z's website, you can grab yourself some Stasharoo. I'm really into my Dark Star at the moment. That's going really, really well. And as well as the Grumpy Juice custard. They very kindly sent me some more custard, and I've also got some new one which I thought I'd have a blast at, the Grumpy Lemon Meringue, which I've been having a good old go. But this custard is working out ever so well for me. I'm really enjoying that. Go across to the Grumpy, is it Grumpy Juice? I'll put the links down below. Let me have a little vape of this. See, I've got this at 80 watts, 420 Fahrenheit, just the regular stainless setting in the RX200. That's so nice. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. So, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. I would like to... What else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I've got the RBA coils that I've got to build and put in one of the Inikin. I've got the Inikin tanks as well. They'll all go in the same review. I think that is amongst all my mess and muck everywhere. I really need to tidy my room up. It's a mess. Yes, I think that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. I need to go and purchase some more batteries. I know that. I've got some exciting stuff coming still, and I've been waiting for something for the last 2.5, 3 weeks now, which should have been with me sort of before now, but not here. So I'm not going to tell you about that. So I don't really. Oh, did I say about the dot mod, the Petrie dot mod drip tips? Awesome. They come packaged in a little corky test tubey thing, and they are press fit. So they are super wide bore, and you can see. Hang on, let me do the closey uppy thing. Let me do the closey uppy thingy me poos. So that's the. How's your father? Look at the bore on that bastard. If I put it up next to, what can I put it up to? Don't know what that drip sips off. But to show you the difference in kind of bore size, there is a little bit of a difference there. Which way? There we go. See me? I see you. That's just from a regular 510 drip tip. Like I say, press fit, super wide at the top, Delrin at the bottom. I think the top is aluminium. The one here, I've got two with me. I've got the one I've just shown you, and then another one. I'm just scared of showing you, lip gunk. You don't need to see it, dear. Another one there, but on the other side it's got the Anarchist logo. Go look at that look. They came from Herman Vapes, which I will put the Facebook page down to. They're still working on their website, as far as I know, so I will put the Facebook page down below. I haven't had a chance to do any shout outs, but thank you ever so much for everyone that's been commenting on my videos. It's always appreciated. I do enjoy reading them, even though I don't always get to reply. And also thank you to everybody who has sent in some information for the Fumi challenge. Go back and check on that one. There's still you know, there's not that many of you. Let's put it that way. I mean, we know that an Ego starter kit is not the best way to get going to start with, but it's a way to get going. So if it helps get one of your friends off smoking, check out the Fumi Vapor Challenge video that I did a while back, and then, you know, just follow all the details on there and let me know some stuff, and I may be able to help you out, convert one of your smoking pals that want to give vaping a go to some stuff without costing them a whole bunch of money. I think that's it. Now, what's that? Under 20 minutes. Right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a little bit of wine tonight, and I think that might help me finish off the last bit of the cold and flu. Oh, it's the way forward. Stainless steel, you know. It's the future. Right, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you all go out and have it large. Oh, I almost forgot. On my sick bed on Monday, I had a go at making a new website. So if you're interested, go over to www.vapingbiker.co.uk. That's my new home for bits and bobs and things and stuff and blogs and shit and things. It's going to be moving on up as time goes on, and there's going to be more stuff that you can get involved with as well, and all that sort of good shit. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and thanks very much indeed. Right, now you really can have it large.
I'm fading. It's come to an end.